Hello, everybody. Sorry. Sorry for the absence yesterday. I was horribly sick. I was projectile vomiting for a while. To give you an idea of how ill I was not in good condition. Not at all. Oh, let me just turn my speakers off real quick. There we go. Yeah, I was not in a good condition. Not at all. I was very, very ill. But I am doing much better now. Oh, that was horrible. It was really bad. I have to say, I did not have much fun yesterday. The main reason it was so bad was mostly because of just how awful. Just how awful it was. I felt like trash all day. Yep, so I think today's gonna be a better day though. I do got some bad news. It seems like we won't be doing any D&D at all. At least until Rika gets back from her hiatus and handles the stuff that's happening in her life. As Jelly doesn't like my DMing style. There's a lot of stuff she's going through right now. And our friend doesn't want to play alone, so I'll probably be just looking for a new group or more people to play in that group in particular later on. But first I want to finish up some series like Elden Ring and stuff before I continue on with anything like that. Oh my, oh me, oh my. For some reason, Twitch says I have been streaming for about an hour, and that is not true. Odd. Well, what? Alright. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of changes around here. I'm gonna start making a few more videos. I actually have a video right now that I've already finished making, but I will not put it out quite yet, as I want to make another one right after that. Yeah, my friend. Yeah, it's what doesn't look like it's too slow. You gotta be fast in this fight. Oh yeah, my runes. I don't think there's any on there. Oh my. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yesterday was horrible. I was locked to the couch. Like, I couldn't move from the couch the entire day. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. Like, it was so horrible. I couldn't move from the couch the entire day, and the only time I could was when I actually got some medication in me. I got some pretty powerful anti-gag, anti-nausea medicine, and it ended up working pretty well. I haven't thought about streaming yesterday, but as soon as that medicine wore off, I just started vomiting again, so wasn't the best. Wasn't the best day. Wasn't the best day. Wasn't the best day in the world.
Brave champion.
Brave champion.
You have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death.
He sure got one. It seems like
Finally,
my work is done.
I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. It's time.
You can learn some of the lore about him. You could also go back here now and go around the Radahn Arena area for free. There is actually something we want to do in this Radahnian arena first. There's actually a place we want to go. Right over here. It's a very good early game grinding spot. I will not be grinding. Don't worry about that. But I will not be grinding in front of you at the very least. But it's a very good early game grinding dungeon that I will show you. How beautiful that is. All the leaves of the herb tree. All the festering wounds. Giving us their parasitic powers. To suck off more life essence out of our enemies. Look how beautiful this arena is. It really sucks that you're basically just in the center of the arena the entire time. You never really come out here. Unless you're trying to kite him really hard. Which, I mean, in the fight I kinda was. But with your summons around, you're never really gonna do that. I don't think you can actually, you can't go out there. It looks really cool though. Anyways, let's go. Maybe that's where the DLC lies. I don't know. I think you're just gonna go back in time for the DLC. It looks like it. You can see the crucible. But way over here, there's a dungeon. A little dungeon. This place is actually quite important. This... Damn it, I keep doing that reflexively because I've been playing Sekiro. This is the war-torn dungeon. Or I believe it's the war-tired dungeon. Yeah, war-dead catacombs. And goddamn it. Man, I am stupid. Sorry. So, through here, there ain't much. But, there are these guys. These enemies permanently respawn, basically. Like, they don't infinitely respawn, but they... Good shit. You notice I know these guys' pattern pretty well, because this is where I used to grind. And these guys will just basically... They won't infinitely come back, but they'll come back very regularly, and they'll actually fight each other as well. Which is nice. Good for grinding. Some of them have... They can also teleport. They'll also do that. Yeah, there. That's the teleport they got. Now, the boss of this place isn't actually too bad, but there is an item right here. God damn it. I'll be doing that the entire time, don't worry. I've been playing a lot of Sekiro for my videos. Thanks for the 173 views on the Sekiro vid, though. That was really cool. Cannot believe that got so many views so quickly. It is definitely a difficult part of the game. That tutorial boss is meant to kill you so hard. We'll probably be putting this into Vigor. Vigor is always good. Alright. I'll beat the boss of this real quick. Basically, we're going to get the Finger Slayer Blade today, and after we get the Finger Slayer Blade, that's all we're going to do. You may be wondering, but where is the lever? It's actually up. I will warn you, though. These guys are no... I got the spear. These guys are no joke, and there's also men with giant gravity arrows. A lot of them. They can teleport. Ah, he did his fast pop. He pre-fired me. He pre-fired me so hard. I thought he was going to do his charge when I came around the corner, and I was just going to rush him, try and get around him. I really don't like fighting these guys. They're really boring. Because I could hit him from over there. Hell, I could hit him with a beam if I really wanted to. But I just don't like fighting these night enemies. The best thing to do in here is to just bring the Hand of Marina. If you haven't gotten... Like, if you haven't gotten to the Albanur Genocide yet, or you want to do it with a different weapon, Just bring in the hand again. Oh, excuse me. He hit me with a headshot. See why I don't like this dungeon. Any Elden Ring player will tell you that ghost enemies are the worst. Oh god, sorry. I'm also having a really hard time concentrating. Ghost type enemies are the worst. There's actually an enemy we'll see much later on in the Halid area just before the Halid tree, which many people call the strongest enemy in the game. No, they aren't too far off with that description. See how powerful these guys are. They can avoid pretty much any attack you throw at them. Just like that, including that giant ass laser beam. So they're really difficult to deal with. I'm gonna just... I've been playing too much Sekiro and my is like parrying and shit. Damn it, my mind is on like parrying. I'm doing the parrying diamonds. God damn. Yeah. Now I'm getting angry. It's so difficult to deal with these guys when you have such like weak weapons like this. Like you usually want to bring in like the Hand of Melania in here or something, like a really powerful weapon. I would say the Hand of Melania is certainly one of the most cheese weapons in PvP right now. Oh god, sorry, it's really hard to concentrate. I just want to kill everyone. There's also like a lake of rot down there with items, and actually I'll actually show you that. There's also all the way back here. A whole bunch of imps. I'm gonna go for it. Level 4. Oh, that one had a great sword. That one had a great sword. Whoa. Yep. Ah, he didn't do his critical. He can like dribble back and forth with that attack. He'll dribble back and forth with his feet slowly. This guy's just been throwing molotovs the entire time. About the right time. I've been playing another game recently. Actually, I've just stopped playing another game recently called Fighter Z. DBZ Fighter Z. That's a really good game. It's horrible, but it's a good game. Alright. Yeah, there's a little area down there. Let's go kill the boss and get the figure slayer. Actually, yeah, I'll fuck the boss. Because we are going to be doing a lot more than just getting the finger slayer blade today. We'll also be doing some other stuff. We'll also be doing the next part of the Ronnie quest line. My stomach. Okay, so we want to go up to here for the blacksmith. This is the next piece of Ronnie's questline.
You've
You
by
know,
scarlet rot and
by scarlet
driven to
rot and
madness. But not long ago, he was hailed as the
mightiest
mightiest
demigod
demigod of them all. There is no parallel to your achievement,
nor
nor
to
to
Lady
Lady
Rani's
Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened.
Opened,
Descend
indeed it has,
underground,
yes.
where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours.
It's treasure. Indeed.
Or not to bother. Blythe has been apparently.
And then we can ask him about Blythe.
Need not await Blythe.
Wait.
Descend underground alone,
Underground.
where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours, so that Lady.
Yeah, that's all he says.
You need descend and make
The
it
reason
yours,
we
so
want
that
to talk about Blythe is we do have to go all the way back here. So if you remember, way back, we fought this guy back here. You would, for Ronnie's quest, you actually want to go back here, right? You want to go back here, and you want to around and go up here. You want to go back to this seven. Go back to the Everydale. I just remembered something, maybe.
Oh, it's you.
No, it's you.
It's me, Blythe. Old E.G. trapped me here. Told me I'd bring north the bell to Lady Rani. But there's no chance that could happen. I'm part of her being. The very shadow. I thought old E.G. knew as much. Honestly, I don't know what's going on.
So you want to walk away from that. Now remember, I believe this blacksmith actually does sell smithing stones we could use to upgrade our weapon one more time.
Well, as war.
No, not enough.
I presume you've spoken with Blythe? Very well. There is something you should know. The Two Fingers gave Blythe to Lady Rani as a faithful follower. Her very shadow, incapable of treachery. But if Lady Rani, as an Empyrean, resists being an instrument of the Two Fingers, the shadow will go mad, transforming from a follower into a horrid curse. But such is his destiny. In such matters, Blythe's own thoughts hold no weight. It pains me so. But he must be neutralized. For Lady Rani's.
So that's a whole can of worms we're not going to get into right now, but Blythe is apparently an issue for Lady Rani. We will see later on what he means exactly, but just keep that in mind. We're also going to be upgrading a sword weapon. Where is it? Alright. So now that we know all that, I believe you do have to release Blythe from the Everchip. Blythe. Spelled with 2 D's because it's fancy. I don't actually know the difference there. I'm not a linguist. My vocabulary and my vernacular management is not something to be valued. But that doesn't matter. That one is floating. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is you gotta let Blythe out of the Everchip. I'm pretty sure.
I don't understand. I could never intend it.
He does
My
that.
thanks. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old E.G., but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set the fight against her fate she's dreamt of for so long. I'm going to see, I don't know what came, even if the odds...
Same thing. Right. Then we want to go here. This red mark right here is quite important. That is the entrance to the ancient city of Nokron. An evil and dastardly place. So, there we go. We also get basically the best spirit summon down here, which we will be using quite a bit against basically every boss that isn't Melania. You do not want to summon against Melania. It will just screw you in the end. Unless you're summoning other players, that'll work. That'll usually work. If you're summoning other players, it'll work. So, as you can see, there's like a staircase down right there. Don't ask me why this is all floating, I have no idea. Star magic or whatever, gravity magic or something or other. Oh. There's actually another game that I thought about playing. One that doesn't get much attention. I'll talk about it later. Right now, here we are. Follow that path and you'll eventually find yourself in this abandoned, ruined building. Alleyway? Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the city of Nokron lays a blade. A blade that we must get. Fuck! A blade we must acquire for our Lady Rani. For you see, Rani is our soon-to-be wife, and we must assist her in her dreams as she will to us. You can see, there's actually someone over there. I'll show you this. As you can see, there's an item over there. That jump, you can make that jump, but that item is not worth it. It is the Ghost Flame Torch, specifically. It's basically the brightest thing in the game, brightest torch in the game at the least, but it doesn't matter. It's not worth it. Unless you're doing like a walkthrough. Something areas. These guys are very vulnerable to these guys are very vulnerable to elemental damage. And as you can see, they have a ranged attack. And melee attack. Well, that is not okay, I wonder if that'll hit. No. I think everyone else here is dumb. Yeah, see, he has a reach attack. Well, that ain't the worst one. Get into here in a second. That ain't the worst one. There are more. You can also kick backstab him, because you think it has no spine. But, so, this area is really important. Not only because it has a massive part of Rani's side quest, but it also holds multiple mimic tiers and some really important stuff. Which is what we're going to be going over either next time or today. You want to fall right down here. I do warn you, you will take a little bit of damage. No, okay, so long as you fall on the very top of that. I have taken damage. Oh. That was weird. He just yeeted himself off a cliff. There we go. Ooh, I hate this area. There's a lot of death pits around here. There's a lot of death pits in this early area. Once you get through here, you'll get to a site of grace. You guys want to hear a joke? I'll tell you a joke. Okay. Let me tell you an appropriate joke. I had a joke, but I realized it's not appropriate. There's a bell bearer trying to sell you ghost warts. Yeah, it's a bell. There are two archers back there. They're all lined up, so they'll hit you perfectly. Can I just say something real quick? I know there may be some, like, you know, controversy about what I'm about to say here, but I think Dark Souls 2 is actually a really good game, and it is so underrated for no reason. I believe it's probably one of the better Dark Souls out there, right next to Dark Souls 3. My personal least favorite of the series is Dark Souls 1. I think Dark Souls 2 is so underrated, it may be one of the better Dark Souls. And until 3 came out, I do believe it was the better of the Dark Souls. Just saying. There's the first larva tier. There's quite a lot of these things here. Wow, that was perfect for you guys. I knew I could break it. Let's just play this time. There we go. Alright, done and done. Let's move. Through here, there's a whole bunch of ghost warts. Oh, I rarely see their combo. I was not expecting it. They rarely do that, like, long combo there. I see them do that very rarely. As long as I only see it maybe twice a playthrough. You don't really have to fight these guys too much, but we're getting to the boss in a little bit here. A very important boss. There's an item back here and some plants that you can pick. Specifically, you get the shield guys, which are alright. You get some smithing stones. That's okay. Not my personal favorite. Honestly, it's funny because I actually want somber smithing stones right now because of what my weapon is, but I can't find any of them. That's the whole Pokemon crisis, if you know what that is, the whole Pokemon crisis thing. Alright, let us continue then, shall we? Hold on, I have to turn the speakers back on so I can hear everything. In case any notifications come up. Oh, we want to jump. Go around here. So it is very important. There's the second level here. Don't worry, there's way more in this area. I wish they could do. I wish they could, like, take your blood and copy your build off of that. Speaking of copying your build, there's one. There's some dudes around here who use copies of previous bosses. They're also really aggressive. If you remember this was Caleb. So, I was trying to make a point there. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I think it's alright, because I think the guys wield the clubs. This guy, her attacks, so her standard, like, normal melee attacks will actually do damage to you through your shield. But her whip attacks, the one where she turns it into a whip and whips it forwards, those will not do damage through your shield. I'm gonna do a bit of a set. This boss can be a bit difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Strip naked. You want to get naked. Then, when you get close, once it forms, put all your armor back on. So this thing, because it copies our direct build and whatever we're wearing. So this thing will be naked. There we go. Easy boss fight. No, me first. It will copy more than just that. It'll also kind of copy your stats a little bit. If you have high int, it'll have high int. believe it's probably going to do the laser ring. Ah, it can. I never knew it could do that. Not quite enough. Easy that, just cut it around. Didn't want to take any risks. There's your another 2 larval tears. Good stuff. And you get the Mimic Mask, which does increase your arc. It increases your arc. Which is pretty good. Oh, I'm going to be getting the Finger Slayer blade now. You can ride Torrent here. You want to, trust me. This place is long as hell. There's a bunch of fowls around here, but you don't gotta worry about them. There's an item right there. Saw because of that guy. I completely forgot that room was even here. Ah, you can see Mogwin's palace. Right over there, the Palace of Blood. We'll get to that way later on. Oh, look, it's a white tail. The animals seem kind of small. Yeah. Like, just in general, really. There's some enemies. There's another antler guy around here. We will see. By antler guy, I mean like, dude, there's another elk we'll fight around here. We're not going to be doing that right now because we're going to be getting the Mimic Tears and everything from Nokron first, and then we're going to be getting the Finger Slayer blade. We'll probably fight that guy next time, but there's also a red wolf up here as well. Round tail there, this passive. There's some of these herbs around here. These are probably the easiest thing to get in the entire game. Because the Albinoric Genocide is right next to a whole bunch of those. You might be wondering what I'm talking about when I say Albinoric Genocide. So there's a part of this game which just has a bunch of medium strength enemies that drop a whole bunch of runes. Just kind of lined up. And that's how you grind in the game. That's mostly where you want to go for grinding. Or you can just duplicate runes, which is a thing you can do. Here we go, right over here. When I jump, don't miss. You'll fucking die. Those get rid of Deathlight. Nah, don't worry, these aren't enemies. There is something important up here. Arc room. Also, next time I'll be showing you where to get Radon's thingy. I'm an idiot! Radon's Great Rune setup. I'll be showing you where to get that next time. This is going to be a shorter stream, like I said, because I still feel like I have a lot to do today. Mostly do some character sheet stuff with another group. You know what? Never mind, sorry. But mostly do some character sheet stuff with another D&D group, and record the new Sekiro video that's coming out, which is going to be a 2-parter boss fight. I'm going to teach you how to kill the Shinobi Hunter easily. And I'm also going to teach you how to kill the Foot Fetish Man in the area. The Imperial Shinobi guy. Who? You have to run for that one. These are Mimic Tears. They only have one weapon. But they'll start, these are true Mimic Tears, so they'll start copying builds. They'll just start becoming players, basically. Now they'll usually have either like mace or so irritating. Okay. I knew she would do it, so I dropped it. They'll usually become like a mace, or I've seen there's one of them in the area that always has like a Zweihander, which is really threatening. They look really weird. I wonder if the developers just slapped you in the character creation, like the actual character creation you use. With that same engine. They're really irritating. That usually solves it. Oh, sorry about that. You know what? I was thinking about streaming a lot more games. Because the thing is, we're not going to be able to do D&D on the channel until I find another group. So I was thinking maybe streaming some Stalker Shadow of Pripyat. Maybe. Sorry, there's something caught in between notes. The ones down there, one of them down there in that area. Don't try and jump here. But one of them down there in that area will always have a Y-hander. Now in this place, you want to drop down, go up through here, grab this, that. He's really powerful. You don't bounce twice like that. There. That'll give you some bounce back. Trust me, you want them because this area is very important. You can kick the ladder down. No, kick the ladder down. You can descend through the ladder down here. This ball is very important. Do a sneak around here. Do a command. This ball is very important. This isn't a living orb. I don't know the actual name. I know it's what they're using it as. But this thing is just a big living hitbox. Now you can do damage. You can see, just stand behind here. Do damage. It needs a certain amount of speed to hit you, but if you kill it, it'll give you a larval tear. There's a good few of those in the game which give you larval tears. Nightmares. They're also really aggressive. Now they use it from that dagger. Yeah, they'll drop larva tears. Now I want to go over something real quick. Something very important for the game. So these guys look familiar. We are the old blood. Anyways, so yeah, I want to go over something very important in the game, which that would be, well, overkill and rune farming. So, depending on how much damage you actually do, it'll actually give you more runes, up to 20% more. So if you overkill an enemy, it'll actually give you more runes. That's something to keep in mind. So if you kill an enemy by doing double their health, it'll actually give you 20% the runes. Now these guys are very dangerous. One of them will also turn into an ogre. So, here's the slash. This guy. I don't know what happened there, but alright. Stuff. Ah, that's spear, bro. Keep thinking I'm playing in Sekiro, man. I have it in my head that I'm playing Sekiro. Does he have kick on that? I think he does. I just thought I was playing Darksouls too. I tried to do the built-in kick for Darksouls too. And I believe it's you. Yeah, you have this Y-hander. Good damage. Hyper armor, man. I think that's the best part about the game, is that hyper armor. Because thrusting weapons. Thrusting weapons. Did he try and block with his Y-hander? Whatever. Now, one of these guys, I believe it's the guy in the way in the back right there, will actually transform into an ogre. No, I believe it is the guy in the back. This guy. I'm pretty sure it's you. This guy. What we're looking for, we're just looking to get up that staircase. Roll backwards. We're gonna take it. Yep, I knew I couldn't get in there without taking damage. These are the ones where I just oh shit. Oh! That is a very scary attack. Oops, he's running back. We can kind of just support him against this. We have to make him hit that wall. Stop him dead. There we go. That's how you do it. There we go. That's how you do it. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. If you rush through this area, that troll will absolutely cut you off guard. It's really well made. I love it. I love this area so much. But we're almost to the end of what we're doing. Oh, yes. We're almost to the end of what we're doing. Like I said, it's going to be a very short stream today. I'm going to do a couple more things, but first we grab this. Not quite. We don't want to grab that quite yet. The reason being we don't want to grab that yet is first off, so there's something else we want to get. Something a bit more important. In this area, there is a really powerful item. Specifically, there's the Mimic Tier Ash of War. The Mimic Tier Ash of War. What the Mimic Tier Ash of War is it's probably the best Ash of War in the game. Now, it is in that chest. It's in one of those chests, right? It is in one of those chests in the area. But I'm going to, from the start right here, right? From the start right here, I'll actually show you where it is. So, now that we've cleared out the entire area, we've gotten everything, right? We can grab this weapon now. Maybe that's what we're looking for, by the way. That's the weapon we're looking for. But there's actually a cathedral area that we were in before, and I'll show you from that cathedral area where that is. So, let's actually grab this thing. The cathedral area that I'm talking about is the big chart, the Finger Slayer Blade, as well as a Ghost Ward. The Finger Slayer Blade, first of all, I was gonna, since I walked there. So, the Finger Slayer Blade is a quest type. Yes, yes. One of these. No, it's one of these. Right here. These. It's a key item. Yes, here we are. Hidden treasure of the eternal city of Nokron. Blade is said to have been born of corpse. Blood drenched in. Oh. Blood drenched is proof of the high treason committed by the eternal city. Symbolizes this downfall cannot be wielded by those without a fate, but is said to be able to harm the greater will and its vessels. Very powerful weapon. If you want to know where the Mimic Tier is, go up these stairs. Now I will warn you, this Ash of War has been nerfed. You don't get a second. But this Ash of War has been Ash of War ally. Ah! He hit me twice. I didn't know that was possible. Huh. Didn't know that was a thing he can do. Huh. Well then. Okay. I'll have to probably sneak around him and hit him with a laser beam again, like this. Hey. Just out of range. Are you kidding me? I'll shoot her with a couple comments. What? The shield bounce? No, that is right. I tanked off the wall. Oh yeah, you can get their armor set from them. Okay. This little asshole. It's big ass. Round ass asshole. You kidding me? The stairs attack me. Yeah, you can stop them. I was about to say, I'm gonna take a risk. Yeah, you can stop them with enough damage. Why is that alive? I have no idea. I'm gonna question it. Why can he hit you twice on a ladder, even though he's supposed to be rolling over you? I have no idea. That looked really weird. But it doesn't matter. Up this staircase is the last thing we'll do today. Fortunately, I'm still ill, and I have some other stuff to do. Right up the staircase, right over here. You need 2 stone sword keys. 1. Oh no, you need. Now, she doesn't have any cover, so you can just kind of hit her. And go to the back of her room and oh, okay. Yeah, as you can see, her standard attacks hit you. Yeah, she locks you in place. Her standard attacks hit you with her whip attacks. You die. Thank you. This smithing stone level 3, nice. And then right through here on this in this bloody chest that I made bloody, right up here is a legendary summon. The Mimic Tear. The Mimic Tear is incredible power. The best one in the game. Now, don't use it against like Melania or something, or like Ripard, and you should be good. It does have some restrictions. Let's actually use this thing for me. I forgot this thing was even in my inventory. There's a better one. The last thing I want to show you is another treasure right over here, and then we will end the stream. I can feel my stomach churning already. I'll probably be playing through some more games in the days we should have D&D. Right over here is something pretty cool. It's this little serene island area. I'd like to live here myself. You're able to be dexterous. You're able to be intelligent. You can kind of get through here. Now, this area looks like it's impossible to get to, and there's actually something very important over there. So you can really, it's a bit of a difficulty, but you can get over there using torrent. You gotta just very carefully climb on this stuff. You might die. But you can get over there using torrent. You can get up here. You can climb across there as well, but it won't do anything for you. Through there, you can actually kind of see it a little bit. You can kind of see it. There's something through there. I wanted to kind of show you what is back there. Something very important. And if you're wondering, if you climb across here, you can kind of get there through this like little thing over here. You can land in that and get over there. What is over here is another chest with a doom. This guy uses whatever the fuck this thing is. Also trying to swat you, and he has a lot of HP. I will warn you, you can fall off the side of this area, and because of how, like, hard this guy is to move, he will sometimes just knock you off this area. There it is. The ancient infant's head. Sorry. The ancient infant's head. Which just spews out a whole bunch of crap around the place. Alright, that's sadly where I gotta end this stream, because I'm starting to feel weak again, although I did want to stream today no matter what. Thank you everyone so much for coming. Tell me, what do you guys want to see out of my new playthroughs, because I'm going to be doing some more playthroughs now, since I can't do D&D, as no one's schedule matters up, or just don't want to play it. So I do want to know. What should I play? I was thinking Stalker, Shadow of Pripyat, and then Stalker and